What's up, everybody? My name's Daniel. I did a video for you guys last week on Medicare and the different choices and stuff with Medicare. So I want to try to come with you every week to kind of go over some things that may help you and may help you kind of navigate through different lines of your insurance. So this week, when I talk to clients, there's a lot of preconceived notions and things that are actually pretty much wrong about how people look at and feel and what they think about life insurance. So what I wanted to do today is I want to go over some of the rates, normal rates of what life insurance is, and some of the notions that people have preconceived when I sit down with them. So that way you can kind of get maybe a better idea of what pricing looks like for you and your family, and maybe have some questions answered. So one of the main things I always get is, I can't get life insurance. I take medication or something like that. So I have myself, and there's a lot of insurance companies out here, ones that I don't deal with, that will pretty much insure anybody. Okay, so I have plans that if somebody's diabetic, they can get life coverage to protect their family. If somebody's high blood pressure, if their height and weight's not good, if they've had cancer, 2 or 3 years ago, I can get them life insurance coverage. So health is not normally a big concern when I'm looking at somebody. It depends on your rates, depends on the companies we're going to use is your health. But regardless of your health, there is some type of life insurance or some type of company that will give you coverage, okay? So that's not a problem. Next problem is most people don't know, how much insurance should I get? I ask people, how much coverage do you have? And they're like, oh, I'm good. I have 1 year's worth of income. All right, so my argument to that is all right, so in 1 year, when your family runs out of that, because they really do count on your income, what are they going to do then? A lot of people don't know. So normally a rule of thumb starting out is if you have a family, if you have people that depend on you for income, you want to be at about 10 years worth of income in life insurance coverage, all right? So the average household income in the United States right now is about $60,000. Now, if you're less than that, then you do that times 10. If you're more than that, you do that times 10. But what I wanted to go off of today was just the average. So we'll just say 60,000 and go from there. There is more stuff you should probably add into that, different costs and mortgages and stuff like that. But for the sake of argument, we're just going to do 10 years worth of income. And the numbers and the rates that I have back here are based off of that, all right? Third thing I hear, and I hear this all the time, and I hear it from a lot of younger people and just people in general, that life insurance is too expensive. So I want to go over some pricing with you as well so you would see that, all right? So we'll go over the pricing now. Like I said, I base this off of the average household income in the United States being $60,000 per year, all right? So the rates that I came up with were $60,000 worth of coverage, $600,000 worth of coverage, which is 60 grand for 10 years on a 20-year term. So that means you're protecting your family for the next 20 years. If you have children or anything, gives them time to grow up. If you are having an income, it just gives your spouse, 10 years worth of that income if something happens to you. Okay. So again, basing this off of $60,000 of annual coverage or annual income. So you're going to need $600,000 of 20-year term coverage. All right. So for $600,000 of 20-year term coverage, first one I have here is age 25 male for $600,000 of coverage, $25 a month. Age 25 female, $21 a month for $600,000 of coverage. Age 35 female, $24 a month for 600 grand, 20-year term coverage. Age 35 male, $27 a month for $600,000 worth of coverage. Age 45 male, $65 a month, again for $600,000 of 20-year term coverage. Age 45 female, $50 a month for $600,000 in coverage. And then age 55 male, $161 a month for $600,000 of 20-year term coverage. And then age 55 female is $109 a month. So again, what I did, I base it off of $600,000 because that's 10 years worth of the average income in the United States. Some of you may be less than that, some of you may be more. I have a lot of clients on both ends of the spectrum, and that will kind of, hopefully let you know more about what pricing is for life insurance and where you stand on that. Some other stats that I have up here, your average mortgage or rent payment in the United States is about $1,000 a month. So what you have to look at is if you don't have any life insurance right now and something happened to you, The average amount of Americans that have less than $1,000 in the bank, 57%. All right, 57% of Americans have less than $1,000 in the bank. So that means if you're on 50, that's 57% side, your first rent payment you're going to be able to cover because that's $1,000. After that, your family has nothing. All right. 41% of Americans have no life insurance. So imagine the average mortgage or rent in the U.S. is $1,000 a month. 57% of Americans have less than $1,000 in the bank. 41% of Americans have no life insurance at all. There's a pretty high number of Americans that are underinsured as well, maybe 30 grand, 50 grand, 100 grand worth of coverage, and that's not going to last very long if something happens to you. All right. So looking at those life insurance rates, I want to show you some rates of other things that a lot of American families have, and to kind of compare it to what life insurance actually costs. The average cable TV bill in the United States is about $99 a month, and I would say maybe higher depending on who you have. Average monthly restaurant bill for an American family, $250 a month. All right. So based on those two costs, you and what actual life insurance costs to protect your family, you're not exceeding any of these payments really until you get 55 if you're doing $600,000 worth of coverage. All right. So what I would say is you need to protect your family. Your family needs to have something in place if something were to happen to you. Guys, life insurance is one of the most important things that you can have, one of the most important things you could do to protect your family. If you don't believe me, ask someone who's had a family member pass away who had income that they counted on and they didn't have any coverage, because I see it every day. So guys, life insurance is hugely important. It's something that everybody needs to have. It's a conversation that you need to have. So, call your local agent, have them go over rates with you, have them look over quotes with you. If I can answer any questions, I would love to. But guys, make sure that this is something that is part of your insurance portfolio, because it's hugely important to protect your family. Have a great day, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.